We're going to take some tours of some homes. The theme that ties these ones together is that these are large homes. These are all roughly in the neighborhood of 5,000 square feet. They are not necessarily the largest homes for sale in the area currently, but they are up there. They are large, and we're talking about total finished square feet. So that's ground floor, and that's also below ground. As long as it's finished square feet, that's all we care about. And we're going to start on Salisbury Street in West Lafayette. We're going to start with a Purdue special, as it were. This is the picture, but as always, I like to start with a map to talk about to give you guys context for where we're talking about here. So let me get the map loaded, but it's right on Salisbury Street. There it is here. Salisbury, north-south street here through artery through West Lafayette. You can see Stadium Avenue right here and the Purdue Academic Engineering campus right over here. This is probably a 8-minute walk to Armstrong, which is I always use as my guide for like the north part of campus up here in the top right corner of campus, across the street from Mackey Arena, if you will. Let's take a tour. 801 North Salisbury Street in West Lafayette. This one is 6 bedrooms, 5 baths, 5,153 square feet on 0.43 acres, not quite half an acre. It is a large home. It is a large lot for the location. You got a 3-car detached garage. You got the stone patio. We got the enclosed porch out back. Great for outdoor living here in the spring. We've got the old school radiators just inside the entry hall with the original pocket doors there and all of the beautiful hardwood floors. This home was built in 1920, and it feels like it. It's been updated, but not in such a way that you're writing over the history of the home. You're updating it, but honoring that history. Got some beautiful built-ins there in your study or office. I personally love radiators. I know they're not for everybody, but I rather love them. You got the original fireplace there in the home. And then we start to see, we're in this, what would traditionally have been the dining room. It is rather a large dining room, no doubt. A lot of people are not using formal dining rooms. But here's where you go, yeah, clearly this house has seen some love and been updated. You have the very modern kitchen sink in the island, the French door, a refrigerator, freezer. We got our shot of the backyard and your screened-in porch. Let's call that 2.5 season porch because we know it's Indiana, so the beginning of spring and the end of fall might be a little cool. And we start moving into some of the bedrooms and bathrooms. Remember, there are 6 bedrooms and 5 baths in this home. And I hope you love wallpaper. This I don't love wallpaper overall, but this one, that's just so right. The lovely wood-lined laundry room. I think that this home is a really nice job of being updated, but not, like I said, overwriting the essence of the original home. There are still, when you have 6 bedrooms and 5 baths, there's always going to be some room for work, some room to put your own stamp on things and make it your own. There are those signature pieces, a kitchen, pièce de resistance sort of thing. Head up to the 3rd floor. This is what I love about these older homes. Is that you have these giant spaces, and when you bring them into the envelope of the home, they make great studies or extra bedrooms. We head down to the basement. You don't lack for space in this one. Did I mention that it's 5,153 square feet? You can have your workshop down in the basement and the aerial shot of the 0.43 acres. And look, did I tell you this was close to Purdue University? Here is Mackey. Here is Rossade. In a straight line, if you cut through all your neighbors' yards, that's just a few-minute walk. It just doesn't really get better location-wise than this. Across 4 levels, talked about the 3rd level being in the envelope of the home. So that is 801 North Salisbury in West Lafayette, just around the corner from Purdue University. 6 bedrooms, 5 baths, 5,153 finished square feet on 0.43 acres. Let's go check that one out together. Go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let's go check out this beautiful West Lafayette home together. And then we're going to continue our tour of large homes here in the Greater Lafayette area with another 5,000 square foot plus home. This one is also north of 5,000 square feet. This one is on Admiral's Cove Drive down on the south side of Lafayette. And I'll show you the picture of it, and then we'll pop into the map for just a second. So first one we looked at was very much Purdue focused. This one is down on the south developing side of Lafayette. Thank you. I'll think of the word here. Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of window management here. Move a window around. Didn't have access to all the information I wanted. I can't memorize everything. Thanks for your patience. Almost there. Pop the address in here. Here we go. It's in Chesapeake Landing. Like I said, on the south side of Lafayette. Here it is on the map. Here's 231 South. Right here is what we're talking about. And if we zoom out, to put it in context, here is 350 South, Veterans Memorial Parkway. This is the southern commercial core of Lafayette. So real quick to hop up to there, you can go up Old 231, you can go up New 231 to get there. But also real quick to jump from there, New 231, straight shot into 52, into West Lafayette. If you're Purdue bound, if you're working in Lafayette, real quick to get there. And then if you're going south, this is actually a great location as well, because you can pop down here to 28 and go across over to 52 or 65. This is another 5,000 square foot plus home. 4431 Admiral's Cove Drive in Lafayette. 6 bedrooms, 5 baths, 5,143 square feet on a little more than half an acre on 0.61 acres. Another beautiful home. This one a little bit newer, built in 2024, only 2 years old, so like new, but had all the problems shaken out of it. Kind of that farmhouse-modern style. You enter through the French doors right into the vestibule. If the office right off of it, pretty typical layout for a modern home. You have TV too high over the fireplace. I do not know why people keep insisting on doing that, but you kind of have this great room set up where the dining room and living room connect, but I kind of like, I'm not a giant fan of great rooms. I know that people are, but this one feels a little more sane to me. You can see that the great room is connected to the kitchen with the eat-in island in the kitchen. You got gas stove. You got the eat-in part of the kitchen. Again, who's eating at a formal dining room? We head into the primary, one of 6 bedrooms in this home, with the primary suite, the rainforest shower. You got the mud room. That's one thing that I miss living in an older house is the mud room. But head upstairs to the landing, and there's just space for days in this home. When you're talking about 5,000 square feet and 6 bedrooms and 5 baths, there is just space and space. Look at this giant playroom upstairs. This is important, I think, especially in a family house, but really in any house, is to have that second space. How can you get away from each other? Do you all live in the same space? Is there only one living room? But no, this one has yet another. You head down to the basement. You can set this up as a theater, as a gym, as a workout room, as a place to hang out, as a game room. 3-car garage, plenty of room for your cars and the teenagers' cars. We got the back porch with more TV too high. Please stop doing this, guys. So there we go. This is 4431 Admiral's Cove Drive in Lafayette. 6 bedrooms, 5 baths, 5,143 square feet on 0.61 acres, currently priced at $799,000. Go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube. Fill out that form, and let's go check that out together. And if you are not pre-approved yet, I got a friend in finance who would love to help you out with that as well. So go to thelafayettereal.com/fill out that form right now. But we're going to continue our tour of homes with lots of square footage here in the Lafayette area. And this time we're looking at one that's not quite so large. Yeah. The first two were a little over 5,000 square feet. This one's a little under 5,000 square feet, 4,780 square feet. This is another West Lafayette home, 1819 Bent Tree Trail in West Lafayette. Not quite the central location of the first one that we looked at, but let's put it here on the map. This one a little further west. You can see 26 cutting through the middle of the map here, and I'm going to have to zoom this out so you can see what I'm talking about. Straight out from West Lafayette, you get here. This is a neighborhood called Arrowhead. So great access to Purdue University. This is probably a 8-minute drive into Purdue University. Probably not even that, probably more like 6. Quick access to Lafayette, to West Lafayette. You can come straight in on 26 and hit 52 or pop up to Sagamore Parkway. Real easy to get around. Great location. Let's take a look. This is 1819 Bent Tree Trail in West Lafayette. 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,780 square feet on an acre and a half. So you get space inside and outside. And you have garages for days. You got 6 vehicles. Guess what? We can park your 6 vehicles. We head inside, and this one feels its era. It's solidly in its 1970s era. It was built in 1977, and you can tell this from the architecture of the sunken living room, but it's only down one step, and it's this large area. It's not like a conversation pit or anything, so it's just a curiosity of the time. I see this quite a lot in mid-70s homes. I have a soft spot in my heart for it. You have the stonework fireplace. But then we move off into some of the rooms that have been updated a little bit. You got the French doors dividing the living room area. Definitely not the original 1970s kitchen. Kind of slightly galley style in that it's kind of T-shaped there. Lots and lots of space. When you got 4,780, when you got almost 5,000 square feet, you got lots of space to stretch out, to have a living room and a den and an office. There are 4 bedrooms and 4 baths in this home. Lots of 1970s style, if not originally actual 1970s in actuality, to the trim and to the wood. Head down to the basement. You got the large rec room, which accounts for a good bit of that 4,780 square feet. Did I mention it has almost 5,000 square feet? And you can feel some of the age here, but has been lovingly cared for, updated. You got 3-car attached garage, 3-car detached garage. You have the raised deck. Just absolutely beautiful. 1819 Bent Tree Trail, West Lafayette, a little west of West Lafayette. 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,780 square feet on 1.56 acres. Currently listed for $595,000. Go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let's go check that one out together. And then we're going to finish off our tour of large homes here in the Greater Lafayette area with a home that is maybe not quite as large as the others, but this one's pretty special. It's still not small. So we've looked at 5,000 square feet. We've looked at 4,700 square feet. This one is 35, almost 36 square feet. So it's not small by any means, but this one's pretty special. This is 1940 North River Road in West Lafayette. And if you take River Road north from 26 and look along the west bank of the Wabash River, you're going to see a bunch of modern homes that have been built in the last few years. I think they're pretty cool. I kind of like that style. It may not be for everybody, but this is one of those homes, but it's not. It was actually built in 1928. It was renovated in 2020. So it has the best of both worlds, is what I'm trying to say here. You have a home with old bones and all the good that comes with, that's been updated with a modern sensibility and everything that comes with. Let's check it out. Like I said, it's on River Road, but if you've never seen River Road, let's put this on the map for you, as we always do. River Road crosses under Sagamore Parkway here. And if we zoom out one more level and move the map a little bit, you'll see it's just a pop down here to West Lafayette and Purdue University, a 3-minute drive, 5-minute drive into downtown. You can hop up River Road to 65 to go north to Chicago. You can come down into Lafayette, really great location. And you can look over the Wabash River. I don't normally do this on this map. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Here we go. You can see here's the Wabash River. You look over the Wabash River, but you're high enough up that you don't flood when the Wabash River floods. Although after the rebuild of River Road, it doesn't flood like it used to, believe me. Let's take a tour of a 1920s home that was updated in the 2020s, almost 100 years later. And I think that's just fascinating. 1940 North River Road in West Lafayette, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. Still not small, 3,557 square feet on 1.27 acres. And that is a large lot for the location. But then we move inside and it just screams modern, but it also screams, look at the Wabash River, look at nature. And if you've ever driven by the Wabash River, slow down. Like, nature out there is really fascinating to watch. And so if you can sit there in your own living room and your dining room and just watch the wildlife, watch the birds, it's really cool. But lots of open and airy modern feeling. You have that light wood Scandinavian feel. You have the 29 burner gas stove with pot filler. I'm joking. It's not actually 29 burners. I know. Very, very open, airy Scandinavian feel to it. Lots of windows, open airiness. You have the floating cabinets. And 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. So it's big, but it's not humongous. We head down to the ground, to the walkout level, and you still have a space that you can make your own. You could turn this into a theater or a workout room, a gym, a study room. Heck, a roller skating rink if you wanted to, and here's some ideas behind it. So this is what I think that AI might be okay for. This is what the room looks like, okay? This is what the room could look like. This could be your study. Or, okay, I guess we'd have the study in there. Head out to the back porch, although I would want to spend all the time on the front porch looking at the river. There it is. Lots and lots of glass. This is a great update. You have a 4-car garage, so everybody has a place to park. And as I was saying, you can see one of the modern homes that's been popped up next to it here. All right, so that is 1940 North River Road in West Lafayette. It is 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,557 square feet on 1.27 acres, originally built in 1928, and I think lovingly updated in 2020. Currently listed for $895,000. If you want to go check that home out or any home, go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let's go look at this home together. I'm Geoff Gooch. I'm your Lafayette local real estate resource of choice. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you can check out all the videos that we put out